Hi, it's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, here to bring you your December 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you always for your likes, shares, subscribes, and all your support, feedback, and comments. I do read them all. Please keep them coming. And always a big thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure and an honor always to read for you, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. So thank you for that to my regular clients and to my new clients as well. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button for more information and my contact details. You can also find my contact information attached to the description of every video I post. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So turnaround time is pretty quick. I can usually get back with you within the same day or this first 24 hours of your initial contact with more information. And it takes anywhere from a few days upwards of a couple of weeks to schedule a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded. Almost always within a 2-week period of time, we can schedule something for you or anyone else if you want to purchase a gift reading, which are usually pretty popular this time of the year as Christmas is approaching. And there's nothing more personal than a personal reading for friends, family, loved ones, those people you never know what to get things for. Also pretty popular at this time of the year, the 6 and 12-month overviews I do, which I get requests for all during the year. It explores the energies coming in all the main areas of your life over a 6 or 12-month period, depending on which option you choose. But I always seem to get more requests at the end of the year as we're, looking at New Year's Eve and transitioning into the new year as well. So something else to consider. If you're interested in any of that, you can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. And you can also find me under the smartphone app Instantgo. Under the same name, Irish Gypsy. The smartphone app Instantgo, it's an app that pretty much puts me at your fingertips 24/7, assuming I'm not asleep or otherwise occupied, of course. And it's not for the longer, in-depth, complex personal readings. It's more for quick answers to quick questions you may have. If you have a decision you need to make on the fly, you just had a job interview, you want to see how it plays out. You just met someone, you want to see how it plays out. You want to take a quick look at a relationship issue or anything else. Fast answers for fast questions. It's a really great, very easy and efficient to use app. You can choose the one question, one answer option, or you can open it up for a little short chat read via text. They also have a video chat option so you can see me when we're doing the short reading as well. So if you have a quick question or two you want a quick answer to, you can find me under that app. So moving right along, make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well if you know them and if you can. They may provide you with additional insight and clarification. They just may play out a little more predictively for you at some times than others because these are general readings. There's a lot of you watching, so of course they may mean different things to different people in different areas of your life as well, although the energy almost always translates the same. So try to watch all three if you can. All right, let's get right into this. This reading is for the Earth sign of Taurus for December 2017 mid-month. Let's see what's in store for our lovely bulls for the remainder of 2017, December 2017. Actually, the year itself, hasn't it gone by so quickly? Just a blink. All right, Taurus, let's see what's in store for you. Okay, Taurus, we have the World, followed by the King of Cups. We have the Four of Wands, followed by the Eight of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Chariot. Interesting. Let me just take a look here. Okay, excuse me. So I'm going to start with your crowning card, Taurus, from the bottom of the deck, representing your overall energy over the next couple of weeks of December or over the remainder of 2017. We have the Chariot, feeling strong guidance, advice, energy from this major arcana card, energies of God, Spirit, your angels and guides, Source, Spirit. The Chariot is a card of success, powerful success that comes from how powerful you act. This is about success which comes from sheer determination, will, perseverance, drive, keeping your eyes focused on your goals and not allowing anything to get in between them, not allowing anything to distract you, lead you off the path, slow you down, make you lose momentum, etc. It's about powering right through. It's about success winning that comes from a sheer refusal to give up, determination, drive, no matter how difficult it might be or what the challenges might be. It's also a card of confidence, of knowing where you're going and moving forward confidently, whether you feel it or not. This is about pushing through, powering through, and keeping very focused on your goals. It's a very powerful card. It's a card about being powerful and being empowered by refusing to give up and by refusing to let anything get in your way. Really staying goal focused and goal oriented. It's your overall energy and guidance and advice over the next couple of weeks. So we find ourselves around the middle of December. I am recording these 11th and 12th and 13th. We find ourselves with the energy of the world and the King of Cups. So the world is a card of completion, major completion. It's the last card in the tarot. We begin at the tarot with the Fool. He's at the 0, and then we end with the world and everything in between, then all the cards, all the suits. It's all about the Fool's journey, i.e. our journey through life until we reach the top of the world here. Growth, evolvement, maturation, the lessons we learn, trial and error, all of those things. And the world is the card of completion, major completion. It's about kind of getting to the top of a mountain. And there's, lots of mountains in life, but this one has been particularly significant. It's about being at the top, feeling really good about it, looking back over the path, everything it took to get you from there to here, and really kind of feeling a sense of, wow, I didn't know what I was actually capable of, and considering the potential and possibility that lies in front of you as well. It's a card of major completion. Now, it's paired and clarified by the King of Cups. So here we have water energy, which is the element which governs this suit. And so in the tarot, the energy, this watery energy of cups, manifests in the emotional area of our life, emotions, feelings, and this also includes relationships, all different types of relationships. Kings and queens represent individuals who've reached the mastery of their suit. And what that really means is that they've kind of matured and grown up and evolved beyond the young, immature energy of the page, beyond past the spontaneous, impulsive energy of the knight, and reached king and queen energy. Queens have a little bit more of a feminine, nurturing energy. The kings have a bit more of that masculine, kind of pulling things together, guardian kind of energy. The King of Cups. So the King of Cups, this is about emotional balance and harmony. It can represent not allowing your emotions to kind of rule you, able to access and tap your emotions, but also being very controlled about them, being very balanced and grounded in them as well. The King of Cups is sometimes referred to as the King of Cool. In other tarot decks, he's sometimes shown as sitting on his throne in the midst of a body of water, and all around him the water is kind of up and down and choppy and wavy, but he's just kind of sitting there cool, calm, collected. This can represent, I feel like for a lot of you, this is another showing up as another person who's significant in your life over the next couple of weeks. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's showing up as a king, but it could be a female as well. And one of the other aspects of this as an actual individual is sometimes the King of Cups can be a person who they're pretty emotionally grounded and balanced, but they can also kind of come across as a bit quiet. They're balanced with their emotions, and sometimes that reflects outwardly as maybe somebody who doesn't show their emotions, very blatantly. They certainly don't wear their heart on their sleeve, although they are, whether externally showing too much or not. On an internal level, they're very loving, nurturing, kind, compassionate individuals as well. So this is somebody who's, of course, we all have our bad days, right? In the reverse position, this would be somebody who's emotionally like up and down, unstable, or emotionally manipulative, but he's showing up in the upright position. So there's some kind of completion energy around this King of Cups individual who's showing up as significant in your life, Taurus, over the next couple of weeks. For some of you, this this King of Cups is not another individual in your sphere, but you're being asked, some of you, you're being asked to kind of manifest this King of Cups energy, this being emotionally balanced, stable. Some of you, this is just the energy that you're in, which is really kind of great. The World and the King of Cups both. This is kind of having, you know, reached a significant point in your life in some regards with something in your life and feeling really good about what you've accomplished and feeling very emotionally balanced and grounded and harmonious. It could be, you know, like retirement energy after you've worked long and hard in your career path. It could be the completion of a project that you really invested a lot into. It could be even like anniversary energy where you've put all this energy into it, or just kind of taking a look around at your, for some of you, it may be more general, taking a look around at your life in general, your work, your home, your family, your friends, and just feeling really good with what you've accomplished in life. It's going to play out differently for different people. As we always say, it's a general reading. It may resonate in one area of your life for some of you watching and in another area of your life for others of you, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. Now, next to that, we have the Four of Wands, accompanied by the Eight of Swords. So Wands is fire energy. Let me take a look at your elemental energy. You have two major arcana cards, one cup, one swords, and one fire. So an almost even balancing of energy. You just don't have pentacles energy here. Some emotional and creative energy and some mental energy as well. So this, for a lot of you, it probably, whatever this is in regards to, probably may not be specifically oriented in job, work, career. If it is, it's more of a completion energy there. So we have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Wands is fire energy. That's the element which governs the suit. And in the tarot, this energy manifests. It can manifest in the career area of your life too. Wands energy, fire energy, is the energy of creation. It's very active, oriented, fluid, dynamic energy because it's fire. It's all about creating, building, manifesting, change, movement, growth, action. The Four of Wands is a great card. Actually, it is a celebratory card, and it can often speak of an actual celebratory event, a get-together, a party. This can be a very formal event like a wedding, an anniversary party, a birthday, graduation. We're in the middle of the holiday season now too, so it can represent Christmas parties and New Year's Eve party. And it underlines fundamentally, there's an anticipatory, exciting energy kind of running as an undercurrent to this, kind of like when you're planning a party, or you're planning on going to a party and you're kind of getting ready for it, and that kind of excited anticipatory energy. It kind of underscores that, sometimes we get caught up in social events and they become more of this sort of ritual motions we go through. And the energy of the Four of Swords, one of the aspects of this energy is really remembering and bringing it back down to the fundamental basics, which is about, it's really about enjoying being with friends and family, no matter how formal or how casual a get together it is. Just the energy of looking around and enjoying being together, and the emotional connections you have and the weight of the history you may have between you and the other people, particularly for friends and family, and really remembering, especially during this crazy holiday season, what it's really all about. It's one of the happy home cards, happy kind of social environment cards. It's also called the happy surprise card. Typically when the Four of Wands comes up, it represents that there's a happy surprise coming your way. And even though, okay, so now there's a surprise coming your way, it's still going to be unexpected, and it's still going to make you feel very blessed and very happy and overjoyed. There is an unexpected element to it, and it may be in a connection to a party or an event of some kind. So, and it's not an indeterminate time either. When the Four of Wands shows up, it represents that whatever this thing coming in is, it's going to make you feel like, wow, wasn't expecting that, could never have predicted that. Whatever this energy is, it's coming in quite quickly and quite definitively, usually over it's between the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months. But since we're looking at the next few weeks, it will probably come within the next 2 to 4 weeks, because it's not a card of an indeterminate time. It's like it is coming, and it's coming quickly. So keep me updated. I love this. When this card comes up, I always tell clients, don't turn down any invitations to go to any events, whether they're formal events or casual events. Even if you think, oh, that doesn't sound like my cup of tea, you never know what might happen when the Four of Wands shows up. And and also remember, and this is a great message, particularly around this time of the year, holidays, Christmas, we get really caught up in the commercialization of it, maybe parties, social gatherings. This is a time where we may get together with a lot more with friends and family or with extended family than we normally do. And for some people, getting together with extended family can be kind of challenging, but really bring it back. One of the aspects of the energy of that Four of Wands, let me stress this one more time, is really bringing it back down to what it's really about. It's about celebration. I mean, there's religious aspects to this, depending on what you follow. But in regards to friends and family, because it feels like there may be some stress around being around friends or family, particularly maybe a specific event, remember that it's really just about being together with friends and family and kind of looking around and feeling kind of the weight and the history and just kind of enjoying that, even if you don't necessarily connect or get along well with everybody that's around you. It's really about being together and kind of celebrating life together and the relationships together as well. uh, and this is underscored too by the Four of Wands is accompanied by, clarified by, the Eight of Swords. So Swords is air energy. That's the element which governs this suit. And in the tarot, this energy manifests in an internal psychological way. It's mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. So it's all about what goes on up in our heads, which is what we think about things, how we look at things, what we believe about things, what our belief systems are, our words and our ideas, and how that affects the way that we relate to the world and how that we communicate with the world and the people in the world as well. The Eight of Swords is a card, as you can see, of feeling kind of trapped, held hostage, bound up. Sometimes this is, feeling like it can represent feeling like you're a victim or just really feeling like you don't have control, like you're bound to something. You're kind of held hostage by something, whether that's maybe, feeling like you can't say no, or you can't get out of a situation, or you can't make the decisions, or you don't have the power to control something in your life because you feel bound by, I don't know, the season perhaps, duty, obligation, uh, or that you just don't have the power to change anything or to affect the outcome yourself. It is illusionary energy, which is the beautiful part of the Eight of Swords. This woman, she's on her knees. She's completely surrounded by swords. She's chained up at the wrist and she's blindfolded. That all sounds pretty terrible, huh? But if you take a closer look, it's illusion. The only thing keeping her there is the idea that she doesn't have any control, because she does. She has all the control, all the power to remove herself from the situation or change a situation. Not that it may not come with consequences and effects. Everything comes at a cost. But these swords, are the gaps between them are plenty wide enough for her to walk through and away from. Nobody's forcing her or holding her on her knees. These chains which are wrapped around her wrists aren't connected to anything or anyone. She could free herself from them quite easily. Take the blindfold off. See her reality for what it is, which is that she's not trapped and held hostage. Stand up on her own 2 feet and walk out, or walk away, or make changes. It's about having control where you don't feel like you have control. Now, it's interesting that it's attached to the Four of Wands. So for some of you, I mean, again, I think a lot of you, this may be, I'm getting like family energy or extended family energy. You may be planning a party during this holiday season. You may be planning on attending a party or parties during the holiday season. You may be going to visit friends or extended family, or they may be coming to visit you. There is some kind of sense of, oh, I can't get out of this, or oh, I can't, I wish I didn't have to do this, but I feel like obligated, or, whatever reasons are kind of going on in your head. The Four of Wands in and of itself, even without that happy surprise energy, but that's also there as well, reminds us that we can't take these things for granted, these people in our lives for granted, whether or not we get along with them or not. They're in our sphere. They may be part of our social group and part of our family. We don't get to choose that. That's just the facts. But I also feel like if you're stressed out about specific events or things or connections during this, particularly during this holiday season over the next few weeks, things are going to work out better than you think they are. And you do have more control over them than you think you do as well. And what I'm getting first and foremost is trying to figure out how to say this in a way that doesn't sound too maternal. Uh, oh well, know that I love you. So, what I'm kind of getting quite strongly, Taurus, is that you're only focused on the negative of the situation, or the challenge for you is focusing on, you're just over focusing and overthinking and giving too much energy to the thought that, oh, I don't want to. Oh, it's going to be this. Oh, it's going to be that. And I just know it is. And I can't get out of it. And, instead of really kind of taking a step back, taking that blindfold off and going, it's just, if it's about family stuff and extra, extended family or whatever, just go, this is just my family. This is just my family. I don't like them all, maybe, but this is just how it is. And there's a certain kind of beauty in the release and acceptance of that as well. And to kind of bring it back down to the basics, what it's really about this holiday season. We live in a world where everything is so materialized and commercialized and consumerized and all of that. What's it really about? It's really about friends, family, celebration, birth, hope, faith, spirituality, enjoying. And even if you're not, you don't follow a particular spiritual path or anything like that, it's about really enjoying the time we spend with people that we love and care about, even if we don't necessarily like them all. And you've got this unexpected surprise coming anyway, and I think it's going to work out better than you anticipate, and you're going to be really, really happy and blessed in an unexpected kind of way. And remember, I almost feel like this reading is split between one group of Taurus and another group of Tauruses. This completion energy, one of the things you may be stressed out about is this King of Cups individual, or it could just be advice for some of you too, to just remember who you are, remember where you're at, especially if it's got something to do with your family system and disapproval maybe of what you're doing with your life or how you're running your life. Just remember who you are, where you've come from, what you've put into it. Stay emotionally grounded. Don't get all, we want to manifest the energy of the King of Cups here. This could be a partner for you or a friend of some kind. Um, and remember your overall energy is that Chariot, which is it's diametrically opposed to the energy of the Eight of Swords. This is about having all the power and control. This is about moving forward, not letting anyone get in your way. This is about success that comes through refusal to give up. And this is about being trapped and held hostage, but you're really not. It's just in here. So remember that, Taurus. And that pretty much sums up your December 2017 mid-month general readings. I hope that you have enjoyed them, that they weren't too confusing. I hope that that it's been helpful, maybe brought you some food for thought, insight, wisdom, or validated maybe something of what you were already thinking or feeling or stressing out about. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the very first readings of the new year of 2018. Hasn't it gone by in a blink? My goodness. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on that About button for more information and my contact details. You can also see that contact info attached to the description of every video I post. Email me directly at maggie@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. And for quick answers to quick questions, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo 24/7. Thank you very much for watching, Taurus. I hope that the rest of your holiday season is a blessed and beautiful one as we close out the old year and go into the new year. Remember that I always wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.